But Sarah and I thought we were asked, and we were pleased to celebrate our buddy Rollie. I don't think we've known her the longest of everybody here, but we certainly known each other. That's okay. She's busy. We realized we knew each other at least 15 years we've worked together. That we knew Rollie when she worked in the press letter area. And we were delighted when Kate, who was our supervisor, told us we could hire somebody new. And we saw all these names come across, and Rollie's name came across, and Kate said, let's grab her. And there was some like, oh, I don't know, she's done different kinds of stuff. Not from our side, from the other side. And of course, when she did come to our position, her previous supervisor, Bob Morgan, replaced her with 3 people.
Not one,
three
people.
Three people took over her job. And a lot of people have done a great job since, but she was certainly a terrific colleague there to work on the press letters. So because of that, Sarah and I and Rollie became sort of an early pod group and worked very well together. And we've been through a lot of different things. We've had kids and grandkids at the same time. We went through 9/11 together. We were working on a campus visit and experienced those exciting things together. We had a dear colleague, Sharon Brown, who passed away, and sort of supported each other with some tough times. And we did a lot of fun things together. Rollie was one of the first architects of our pipeline report, which early days was a, well, that's all we had, was a FileMaker report. But it was a dynamic thing, and we tried to keep it up to date, so when we were asked things by the vice president that we could show a report and say, yes, we do. We have places for President Rawlings and Inga Reichenbach to go and visit, and this is the order of some of these gifts we have coming up. So again, it's a long way from that, but that was actually much less painful than people saw. But that was one of her things. And then Sarah and I were laughing because we ended up, Rollie was one of the first architects then of the press letter log, too, of keeping track of where, because we would send through letters, great ideas, and they would just sort of go off into the ether, just out there, and knowing where things were along the line, and then sort of helping to train everybody on each of those steps. So there was a lot of great laughs in between. We were the recipients of many really beautiful creations that Rollie made for Christmas gifts, and we both laughed, and we still have things that she made in her ceramics classes, and lots of conversations about hummingbirds. I won't tell the story about the early computer days when you tried to look up something for Joe on the Dick's Sporting Goods site, and she got one, and she couldn't get it off the computer. I hear her over on the other side. I'm like, well, turn it off, and it's like, it keeps coming back. And this was before Cialis, it was still there 4 hours later. And
do you mean Viagra?
Isn't that the same stuff? Yeah, it's the same stuff. It was exciting nonetheless. It wouldn't go away. And the IT guys at the time were not true IT guys like some of our wonderful colleagues. They were guys who played video games, and we didn't want to tell them what had happened. But I don't know how
Tracy helped me.
Exactly. But and then one other quick little story that I always think of Rollie, and the reason for the pom-poms in our mini cheerleading group is we do have a little cheer, and we want you to all participate and shake whatever you got. But the last little story I had about Rollie that I always thought was really cute and personified things was one of our dear colleagues, who was a colleague after no longer being a colleague, he was retired, was Barlow Ware. And Barlow had left his entire estate to the athletics department. We really wanted to celebrate him in his lifetime. There was a lot of other people who had an interest in seeing him being celebrated. And Rollie and I worked on his gathering, which was supposed to be small and intimate, just a few close friends. And my day, because of Cameron's school day and everything, Rollie was always at work first, and I would come in and I'd be, has our friend been here? And she's like, oh yes, here's 3 more names, because he would give her names for the invitation list and then go back to his office and call them, and then he'd come back and say, it was Bob called you yet? But she was infinitely patient, and we had good humor about it, but you were a great colleague in providing wonderful service to our alumni. You knew that your part in things was important, more important than some of the things that we were planning. You helped us facilitate that because he was so grateful. He would practice his speech on her ahead of time. I was born on a cold winter night. All this stuff. And then the dearest thing, which isn't really about Rollie, was that particular day. You went to his foremost benefactor, so she got to see how this all went because she was truly a part of this whole conversation and cultivating this relationship. And Barlow gets up there, and everybody had said wonderful things about Amanda Noel, Frank Rhodes, and he got up there and he said, "Thank you." And so I probably should have kept my speech short and just said, "Thank you." But the background shows we really love you, and I hope you have a wonderful next couple steps. Sarah has it. Just embarrassed you a little more.
Just to add to those wonderful remarks, I just want to say a personal thank you. I've just so enjoyed working with you over these years. Your warmth and your positive attitude, your go-to way of doing things, and just really appreciate your dedication and great work that you've done for me and for all of us in the division.
So we thought it'd be good to embarrass you further. I just want to clarify this was Sarah's idea.
Oh. So. People come in?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Come on in. Fire code is still okay.
I think I'll get a better shot back here.
So the background here is
the Rollie chair.
Oh, the Rollie chair.
Allison touched on so many wonderful qualities.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
And we can all think of wonderful qualities about Rollie.
Lori, come here.
But we need to distill them down to letters and names. Is everyone in that wants to be in? Okay, so, yes, in the spirit of Rollie, and this is your day, give me an R.
R!
And what does R stand for?
Oh, I already did that. Resourceful.
Yes.
Give me an O.
O!
And what does O stand for?
Overseas with Ben's trips.
Give me an L.
L!
What does L stand for?
Lovely.
How about another L?
L!
And again?
I hate this one. Log. The press letter log.
Oh, that one.
Give me an I.
I!
What's that stand for?
I don't know. Oh, incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And give me an E.
E!
What's that stand for?
Efficient. Wait a minute.
Efficient. And what have you got?
Rollie!
Her name's Rolanda.
Thank you.
We had a hard enough.
And it's not Rolanda, it's Rolanda.
It's not Rolanda. I always liked the way she said that. Rolanda Vega.
And the knife is?
That was embarrassing.
Sarah.
Oh, yeah. And now we've always heard it from before. There's a lot of people who I don't know. I'm number one. I hired Rollie.
Woo!
I had to email Jennifer this morning, though, to find out when, because my memory was not good enough at all. I'm sure Rollie's was a lot better than mine. It was back in 1990. And as I say, my memory is not as good. If I remember correctly, you can correct me. It wasn't this person here that I expected to interview that day. It was her daughter, Rolanda. She really surprised me when she showed up. And not that I don't know Rolanda's way of working. I don't really know it very well at all. But I'm glad it was that mistake. Because I really enjoyed working with Rollie. I haven't in a number of years. But, she was a great person to work with. She is very efficient. She's all those words we all talked about in her name. And she really helped in the word processing center way back when, for those of you who might remember that. And I'm probably the person who who's known her the longest in this room, maybe.
Me, sorry.
You are correct. So I'm wishing you a lot of happiness. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Okay, well, I just want to thank everyone for coming. This group has really been great. You've been such a support to me through my ups and downs that I've been through the past years. And now it's just on to a lot of happiness.
Yes.
Yay.
Well, on behalf of the division, we have this gift for you. And if you'd like to open it, I can help. It's here. And then there's another one, so if you want to open that.
Is there sugar? Who wrapped it?
What, it's not up to your part?
We wanted to ask you that.
Ooh. Okay, Mom, please get rid of dial-up now. Seriously.
Yeah, it's probably like a true daughter.
And then this is from your friends and major gifts. So if you'd like to open that. It's not sexy lingerie.
Seriously, this morning she was complaining how she was trying to use dial-up to get on Facebook. And she's like, can you bring mine? Yeah. She's like,
Yeah, right. This
laptop,
certificate titles
my laptop
me
your
to a
house and you
queen
can
size
update it.
Cornell sheet blanket.
And the infamous
Scar.
Oh yeah, Cornell scarf.
the sheet blankets are out of stock in case anyone's wondering. So, yeah.
That's
right. So,
Thank you.
thank you very much. Okay, let's have some cake. Yay!
I just wanted to make sure.
It works.
Thanks for playing.